I think you may be in denial.
I'm not in denial, and that's not denial either.
I'm super excited to talk about the show. I just talked with Katie earlier today. She's so enthusiastic about this property. It seems like this is the most creatively driven project she's produced in her career this far. I'd love to just chat with you both about what it was like to work with Katie and bring her vision to life. Nico, we can start with you.
Well, I've known Katie for a very long time. When we first met, we were just struggling, hustling comics and writers in Los Angeles. And we've always wanted to work together. And I'm just really happy that this was the project that we got to work together, because it's very much like our type of humor. And it was, she was just a dream to work with.
Yeah, that energy came through on set like crazy. You could tell that it was her baby, but she was also very open to seeing where it goes. And I think she did a really, really, really good job with the casting, because everyone really nails their part, and you can see it come through, so that there is an ability to play on the day and find it and find that energy you found to get you out of bed.
Yeah, no, working with her was like such a dream, because she listens. Like when you're talking to her, she's like really listening.
She's locked in.
She's locked the heck in. Yeah. I'm trying not to curse and it sounds weird. What do we think?
Curse.
You can curse, it's okay.
She's locked the fuck in.
Amen. Thank you for saying it. Let it out.
I mean, you talk to her, she's like really positive and outgoing and warm and smart. And I don't know, it was just, if I had any reservations or just, I don't know, things I was concerned about, the minute you talk to her, you just feel like you're in really good hands.
This show is so energetic and so the cast just like really, I think, nailed what you guys were going for. So I want to start by asking, how crucial was nailing the casting for this show?
It was everything. The casting was everything, and the casting was far and beyond anything I could have ever imagined. I mean, I always think it's crazy that anybody would act in anything I write. Like, that just seems insane to me. So to have an incredible cast, I mean, starting with Lauren Graham, I've just been a fan of hers forever, and I think she's so wonderful and smart and cool, and every adjective ever could describe her. So when she came on board, I was over the moon, and I just knew that she would play this character far better than I ever would write it. And then Nico Santos, who plays Doug, I've actually known Nico as a dear friend for a very long time. I met Nico in the basement of CBS. We were doing little bit of a brag, the CBS Diversity Showcase, which is free and not televised. Something that happens. But I was writing for it and Nico was in it, and we met and we became friends there. And I just always thought he was brilliant and so funny. And so when I was writing the script, I was like, it has to be Nico. Doug has to be Nico. And then the Gen Z cast, we brought them in, and they were all super cool and confident and beautiful, and just kind of walked in and they were like, hey, where do you want me? Cool, see you later. And I was like, what? Like, it was against everything I know. So the casting was incredible. Everyone nailed it. And it just was better than I could have ever imagined.
This show felt like such a throwback, but also a breath of fresh air. And I say throwback in the sense of, I feel like we've been missing a good workplace comedy for so long, especially as we pivot away from network television and streaming becomes more dominant. Would you guys echo that sentiment? Is Z-Suite filling a void that we've had in workplace comedies right now?
Well, since Superstore went off the air, it's just been just nothing out there, So, yeah.
But sort of true. I mean, I know exactly what you mean, that it's like throwback, but fresh. I feel that too. It may be, this is sort of what Tubi is responding to, which is, it's not traditional network television, but it is something that's accessible to different generations, and it is just has a warmth and sort of a welcome everybody-ness to it, and it's just funny. And like, I'm looking for things right now to watch, and I don't have enough funny in my life, so. Yay for us.
Absolutely. I've missed sitcoms like crazy. It's what I grew up with. It's what I strive to do my whole, like as a little kid, I wanted to be on Friends. I wanted to be on Modern Family. You know what I mean? So sitcoms kind of died for a while there. So I'm very thankful and happy about this opportunity. And hopefully the audience feels the same way.
So Tubi was looking to do their first scripted series, and they were sort of floating this idea of a workplace comedy. And they also were sort of floating this idea of generations working together. And I met with them and I sort of pitched them this show and these characters. And in an insane turn of events, they said yes. And I was like, oh, okay. And so that's sort of how it came about. But I really like doing workplace comedies. It's a place I feel really familiar writing in. And I think workplace comedies work best when you have really interesting characters who have to work together in unique circumstances. And so that's really how it came about. And then the cast came on board and we were sort of off to the races.
The Z Suite is filling that void because it is just, it's fun and games and it's not so serious. I feel like now it's like, okay, if it's a comedy, it's gotta be like really autobiographical or dark or drama.
Don't offend anyone.
Yeah.
It's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
That one I feel less, but they seem so serious and this isn't serious and that's okay.
And there's a piece for everybody in this show. I feel like everyone will find a space for themselves.
Yeah.
Fun. Well, guys, the Z Suite coming out on Tubi on February 6th. This was an absolute joy to talk to you all today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Feel better.
Feel better.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye.
Let's get started. What I want to do, where's Elliot?